A long time ago, in a village where the sun kissed the land every day, there lived a prince. He was the son of a great king, and the people loved him. But the prince had a problem. He couldn't find a wife who loved him for who he truly was. All the women he met wanted him, because of his title, his wealth, and his royal status. One day, the prince had an idea. He decided to disguise himself to see if anyone would love him without knowing he was a prince. So, he gathered some old rags, tied one leg, and walked around with a limp, pretending to be a crippled man. He hoped this would make the women treat him as a normal person, not as royalty. The prince traveled from village to village, using his new disguise. No one knew he was the prince. He met many women along the way, but most just looked at him with pity or avoided him altogether. They thought he was poor and useless, not worth their time. But then, in a small village by a river, he met a woman named Amina. Amina was different. When she saw the prince struggling to walk, she didn't look at him with pity. Instead, she helped him. She gave him water and asked if he needed food. "Why are you alone?" she asked. "I'm just a poor man," the prince answered in a soft voice. "I have no family, no home." Amina looked at him and smiled kindly. "You are welcome here. Stay as long as you like." The prince stayed with Amina for several days. She cared for him, not because of who he was or what he had, but because of his kindness. She treated him like a real person. No one had ever treated him this way before. One evening, as they sat by the fire, the prince decided to tell her the truth. "Amina," he said, "I am not a poor man. I am a prince. My name is Kofi." Amina was shocked, but she didn't change her attitude. She smiled and said, "I knew you weren't just any man. But what matters to me is how you treat others, not your title." The prince was amazed. He realized that Amina was the one he had been searching for. She loved him for his heart, not his royal blood. A few days later, Kofi revealed his true identity to the people of the village. They were all surprised, but they saw how much Amina cared for him. The king and queen came to visit, and they saw the love between Kofi and Amina. The prince's parents were happy because they knew their son had found true love, not because of his title, but because of who he truly was. And so, Kofi and Amina were married, and they ruled the kingdom together, with love and respect for each other. The prince learned that true love is not about wealth or status, but about kindness and understanding. And from that day on, whenever anyone asked Kofi how he found his true love, he would smile and tell them, "I didn't find her because of my title. I found her because she saw me for who I truly am,